Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to explore a little bit about Serverpod framework. So let's begin. Yeah, so this is the complete backend framework for those who are doing Flutter. Because it is written in Dart. So if any of you who are doing Flutter want to gain or expand your knowledge on the backend side, you just can start without learning another programming language. So I think I will go through the installation and running the template project, or the project we create with the very first state of the project, I would say. So this video won't be that much long, or this won't cover the more advanced logics or advanced topics. Okay, so this is the backend for Flutter, and it is open source. So if you want to visit the GitHub, and there are so if you want to contribute it, you can just do it by picking up these one of these issues. So they have some pending pull requests. Yeah, so it is open source and it is written in Dart, and currently it's in version 3. I remember it used to say the missing backend for Flutter or something like that when it was in earlier versions. Yeah, so it gives us database support, file uploads, authentication, caching with Redis, and a lot of other built-in features. Okay, let's jump into the documentation. Let's go with so Relic. In the previous video, I made the previous video about Relic. This is very light backend, I would say. Yeah, server framework in server itself. Okay. We would want to open this server for framework, and the installation. These are some examples. We will directly go to the installation. So you should have Flutter installed, and yes, so you also need to install Docker. You can just do it from here. I think I will make another video about Docker in another day. You can just have a look at it here. So we need the Docker too. Okay, so you can check the installation, and I already have Flutter and Docker in my system. I just need to install this Serverpod command line tool. Okay, we'll install this Serverpod command line tool. Just copy the command and start. Oh, sorry, deactivate. Actually, I was, I already tried the Serverpod earlier, so I wanted to show from the very beginning, from of the installation. So dot activate. Okay. So this will install the Serverpod in your system. Yeah, and you can check the status of it. Okay. Okay, so we have these available commands here. So for the first time, we will use this create command. It creates a new Serverpod project. Specify project name. Okay, but for now, let's continue the documentation. Install the VS Code extension recommended. Okay, so if you are using VS Code, install this VS Code extension. It provides real-time diagnostics and syntax highlighting for model files. Okay, we will maybe we will come to this model files later. This is the companion app. We can see the logs or status of each endpoints, and I'm not sure if this is available for Linux. It is available for Mac. Let's check this. Yeah, it is. I think at this time this is only available for Mac OS and Windows. Okay. Yeah, so creating a new project, server create command, and this command will give us these directories. Okay, the server contains your server-side code, and client coordinated for the app to communicate with the server, and Flutter project. Okay, to connect your local server. Okay, after that we need to start the backend server. Okay, let's just I want to go to projects, okay, and here run the Serverpod create my first app. We will just wait to finish. Little bit more time. now my first app, and if okay, so this gives us these directories: the client, Flutter, and the server. Okay, this is normal Flutter app. Let's start with booting up the server. For that, we'll go to the server and run this docker compose command. Okay, first we'll need to open the Docker desktop. Okay, now we will go to the first app server. Okay, and docker compose off and D. So this will run the process in the background. And if we check the Docker, you can see this container running, and this has these Redis, Postgres. This is for test. Okay, we'll just leave it for now. Okay. Yeah. So now okay. So this is for stopping the container. Just a Docker command, Docker compose down. Yeah, as we just see, we can see the container from Docker desktop. Now that the database is up and running, so we have this Postgres database, and do we need to apply migrations for the first time? So because we're running the project for the first time, we need to create the database tables used by Serverpod. Yeah, the initial schema should be there, and we need to run the migrations to create tables in the database from that schema. Okay. Okay, let's check the files here. Migrations, I don't know, maybe there are tables already, so maybe when we created the project for the first time, it applied the migrations, maybe. Config. Okay. Let's follow the documentation. Okay, to run the backend service, we can execute this command, but I think we have the Serverpod command too. Okay, and it says this is running the Flutter app in web. So let's start the product. Okay, creating endpoint methods. Okay, let's start the backend server. Okay, start in. What do we have here? Main.dart. Okay, main.dart. Apply migration. you forget to turn serverpod generate? I don't think I need to run generate for the first time, because it should be doing that for the first time when we create the project. Maybe it's the migrations. Yeah, it was a typo. Okay, web server listening on localhost 8082 port. Okay. Now, now run the Flutter applications also. Okay. Let's do one thing. I want to open uh, the Flutter project and Server project separately. So what I will do is server projects. My my first app, Flutter, and server. Okay. Uh, I will run the server here, and so this is the Flutter application. So okay, so this is a Flutter application, and we will run it in web server maybe. Okay. Flutter run. Let's see what devices it shows. No. Chrome. Okay. Okay, so the Flutter app is running, and our backend server is also running. Let's test if the URL or base address or port are working. Okay, so this is just yeah. Okay, this is working. Okay, so the setup is working. Now what's next? Okay, maybe we'll just look the Flutter project. Okay. So we have the, let's go to the packages first. Okay. So my first app client. Okay, so this package, this was created when we create our first when we create the project, Serverpod project, and we are importing this because we will be using the generated methods from this package. So that's why the path is pointed to our local this package name. Okay, and Serverpod auth IDP flutter. So this is from, so maybe the, okay, so this is for authentication purpose, I believe, and Serverpod flutter obviously. uh, and in the main file we have a screens, sign in screen and greeting screen. Okay, so we are seeing this greeting screen for now, and we have this main file where this client, so this is from our client package, my first app client package, and we are using that client. First we are providing server URL to the client object, and somewhere we must be create calling the methods from the backend. Maybe greeting client, yeah. Yeah, so we are calling the API endpoint here. So this hello, this is, yeah, this is from the method is from the client package, but so those methods were generated when we create our sort of our project. So later on, when we add more methods to the backend, or more endpoints to the backend, we will generate the client code, and we can just use it in the Flutter side here. Let's go to the endpoint methods. Yeah, new project, we already did that. Add a Gemini API. The example, so what is the example here? New browser, this generate a new project to server client to generate our recipes. Okay, we won't do this, but let's try to create another endpoint. Okay, to create endpoint, so create a new file. Maybe we will create simple, maybe date time. Okay, just for the example, we will create a file, endpoint file, in source directory. Let's check that. Okay, inside source. Oh, okay, so we will create another folder. Yeah, so this is the schema. Okay, this is the schema from which database table are created. First, okay, so before creating another endpoint, so we already have this schema for the greetings, and when we ran the the server, we also applied the migration, so the table should be in the database. I will just check that. Okay, To do that, you need to connect uh, to the database using any database viewing tools. And I have a PC admin for that. You can use whichever compatible tools for you. So I'll just open this. Okay, so from the dashboard, we are going to add a new server, and name would be my first app server, or my first app only. Okay, and connection, host name. So this will be, we are hosting the backend or database server locally. Actually, we are doing that in Docker container, but yeah, that's locally. So we'll just use localhost, or we can also write to 127.0.0.1 and port. We can find out these informations in the project itself. Let me show that. So when we were visiting this, okay, so config, okay, so we have these configs. So they contain all the information about host, port, and for development or production or staging environments. So we are doing the development, and what we are looking for is, yes, database. Okay, so the URL is, or connection URL is, or localhost, and port is 8090, and I think we'll need a user and password too. So first add this port. Okay, we are not using the this default port. Let me show you how. Okay, because we are using the Docker container. Actually, we are using that 5432 port in the Docker container itself, but mapping, but actual port outside that, or the port of our machine is 8090. Okay, and where is that Docker file? No, Docker compass. Yeah, so we have this database Postgres container and ports. So this is the port for 5432 is for the Docker container, and 8090 is for our machine. So that's why we have this port 8090. Okay, 8090. And username, let's check the username again, is Postgres. Yeah, okay, and we need password, database password, and this can be found in passwords. Okay, for the development, database password is on the running the server locally. Yeah, these are the passwords. Okay, okay, is connected. Okay, database, my first tab, and schema, and tables. Yeah, so these are the tables, but greeting, I don't see any table name. Greeting, I don't know. I don't know, maybe we will look into it later. Yeah, so this is how we can, see the database tables and query the database also. Maybe query to select from Serverpod auth for user, and this is empty for now. We haven't tried to register any users from server auth. Okay, then that's fine. Yeah, this is just showing how you can see the database. Now let's try to create another example endpoint, and we will end the video after that. So first let's create another folder, maybe date time, into the source. Okay, this source date time, and file name date time okay. Okay, this is where you will define your endpoint and its methods. With Serverpod, you can choose any directory structure you want to use. Source endpoints, yeah. So we can choose our own directory structures. So this is the example, maybe some explanations here. Or no. Okay, we will create a class which extends the endpoint class, and then we'll add a method similar to this, but very simple one. We'll just return the current date time of the server. Okay, actually the server, we have the local machine, so the date time will be same as the client, but let's try to do that. Okay, so first we'll create a class. Maybe the date time will conflict with the darts date time class. Maybe we'll rename it to date time endpoint, date time endpoint. Okay, date time endpoint extends endpoint. Okay, so this is from the server for package endpoint, and simple method. Yeah, so the return type and method name, and it okay with the session parameter and our it's like the what we can pass with the date time, maybe some type. Just for now, just let's just return the date time. Date time will be what, string get current date session. Okay, now dot to or to string. Okay, and let's look into this session, what it provides. Okay, session dot endpoint property. Okay, let's not do anything with session right now. Okay, so we wrote the method. Now what? And we want to run this command to generate client-side code. If we check the client-side code right now, okay, if we check this code, we have client, so all these are generated. Okay, and we have greeting, so this is the generated code for greeting endpoint, and currently it doesn't have any date time, so we will need to run that generate command to generate client-side code for the date time endpoint. Okay, so what was the command? Serverpod generate. I'll just stop the server for now. Server generate. I don't know. So this, should we run this from the root of the project? Okay, so this says return type must be a future or a string. Okay, so we cannot return just a string here. So let's make this future, and if we do this, let's see. Okay, now run the command. Yeah, done. And now I don't know, it's not replacing or what. Okay, Serverpod generator will create bindings for the endpoint and register them in the server's protocol file. It will also generate the required client code, okay, so that you can call the new generate recipe method from your app. Call the input from the client. I don't know. I should be able to I don't know, maybe protocol, but where is this? Client 8 I'm trying to find where this generated date time endpoint code, okay. Scripting, let's try to let's try to call uh, call the endpoint and method, okay. Call, okay, so first void call and date time, result with client dot, and this is not showing here. I don't know, maybe we should run from the project root or what? Project cd my first app server for generate. No, we don't see the generated code here. I don't know what's missing or what we missed. Okay, new file inside recipes, recipe endpoint dot, okay. Define your methods, independent methods. You can choose any directory structure, source, burns, recipes, extends endpoint, and return. So the server part, they need to return a typed future or a string, where the type must be string. Okay, we have future of a string or a serializable model. Okay, the first parameter must be a session object. Okay, you can pass any serializable types as parameters, and even use list, map, setter, dot, records as long as they are typed. So we are not passing any parameters. That shouldn't be the issue, because the code generation shows success or done. You do this parameter server generated in the server, server directory of your project. Okay, so we don't need to run the command from the root of the main project. Bindings for the endpoint and register them in servers generated protocol file. Let's see what the protocol contains. So date time, let's try to, is it due to the conflict or what? Okay, let's rename it to current date. Okay, and these two current date endpoint, current date endpoint. Okay, date, and we'll also, okay, so let's now put the endpoint here and run. Code is being generated, but I don't see anything. Call the input from the client, but I don't see the generated code. Okay, so maybe we can just use the parameters to, okay, string time zone. Time zone. Okay, so if something happens, just if we need to, if we need time zone, we can use that. But I'm just trying out if this works. Okay, I think we should see another endpoint here. Greeting endpoint. Yeah, so current date endpoint is here. Okay, so this is working. Endpoints, and why we are not seeing separate directory for the greeting? Sorry, for the current date. I don't know. assembly is okay. This page. My first app. Okay, so this is the greeting screen and client greeting no client dot our endpoint name is we have the current date endpoint. Get current date and we'll just pass empty string. Okay. So this is, but I don't see any generated code here. Here? I don't know. Okay, so I just so this is site client file, right? I was searching for another directory just like greetings, but we will see later why it was not inside the directory. So the code was actually generated and it lives inside the client file. Okay, that's fine for now. So we'll just use the we'll just take the result final current date, and of course we should use keyword wait and okay, so maybe set state. We'll just display it in the Flutter app. Okay, this is very simple. I'll just do it and test the test whether it's working or not, but it should be working. This is very simple. String current server date, maybe server date set state and servers date equals to current date, and we can handle the error here. Okay. And exception here, current date, and we'll use some floating action button to trigger this maybe. Let's start the server first. For that we are using, and I don't think we need to use this apply migrations option. Okay, it's started. Now run the Flutter app. What? I think okay. So I mistakenly cleared the code. Okay. I don't know why it took so long to render this page. Okay, I mistakenly cleared the Flutter side code and I forgot how to undo those changes. Okay, so just string server date set state first. Okay, so first final result client dot current. What was the endpoint name? What? I don't know. It was maybe okay. So when I ran the server, did it do anything to erase that code? I'll just check. No. Endpoint current date. Okay. So why this final client dot I don't know, it's not showing the current date endpoint again. Flutter pop get. I think we didn't need that, but what? I don't know. I was actually mistakenly opening the Flutter project in two places, and maybe something happened there. So it's working actually. Okay. The current date and the method is get current date. Set state and server date result. This should be how it. And if we have so we don't have scaffold here, so we cannot use floating action button, but just we'll just use another, maybe copy this. Okay. uh, what was the current date time? Okay, so server date, and if we'll check the condition, if server date is not null, initially it will be null, so we didn't want to show anything, if the date is null. So if server date not null, then text server date. Okay, and I will hot restart it. Okay, so server date, and this is the output from it. I hope you enjoyed this video, except this last part. Uh, so this is it for today. I think I will definitely post another video if I'll be continuing with this Serverpod. So maybe we will start with another simple or little bit advanced project, and maybe do multiple videos on that. So thank you for watching. I will see you in next video.